When I research a platform, I start off looking for two things. The first is who is behind it, what's their history? And the second is how do they make their profits, and is there any evidence to prove it? Now, if I find good information about these 2 points, then I start to get excited about the company, and then I look into their product. Now, when I looked into VCI International, I was really pleased on those first 2 points. I found a strong online history for the 2 directors, Eugen Rosenmeyer and Vladimir Galibov. And sure, I saw some things they promoted in the past that some people might call a scam, but I didn't find anything that they had run themselves that were scams. Now, when some people call something a scam, I mean, everybody has a different idea of what a scam means. I take my role very seriously as a YouTuber, in the sense that I hate scammers. If I find them, I call them out. And anyone who's looked through the history of my videos, they know I call out scammers. I'm into transparency. But what other people might call a scam is not the same as what I would call a scam. In some cases it is, in some cases it's not. There's a website called Behind MLM, and they claim that most crypto platforms are scams. Now, I don't just accept what they say, I look into why they're saying that. Now, some sites and even YouTubers, they just call things a scam because the company is not registered and regulated under normal banking and financial laws. Well, crypto is not regulated, so you can't just compare one to the other. And crypto is a threat to the banking industry. So the bankers and financiers who want to protect their own industry, of course they're going to call crypto a scam. And let's not forget the mess the bankers got us into in 2008. And how most of them got off scot-free. Now that was the biggest scam. Anyway, a lot of these sites call something a scam in order to promote their own product. They often use 2 simple criteria, and if a platform doesn't meet that criteria, they declare it a scam, and then they go on to talk about their own product and why people should buy that. But those 2 criteria are 1, that they must be regulated by the banking and financial authorities, and 2, that they have a retail product other than investment plans. If you're a crypto company, you generally won't meet that criteria. Another thing they claim is that if anybody ever promoted multi-level marketing products or rev shares, that they too must be scammers. And there can be an argument for that, because some people don't care what they sell, but there are others that believe in a product and don't realize it's a scam. And there's so many people who have gone through the journey of becoming good marketers, who of course they worked in multiple different companies, they took whatever jobs they could get. And at the time, when MLMs and rev shares were the biggest thing around, well, most people didn't know they were scams. Some people did, but most people didn't. Now, the older you get, the more jobs you've had, the more experiences you've gained, and usually you become wiser. Anyway, I researched VCI. I could only go on the basis of what I'd found, and I liked what I found. Then one of my subscribers, Crypto Invest Wolf, I'll just call him Wolf for the moment, posted some comments claiming that Eugen Rosenmeyer was a scammer. And the first thing he claimed was that Eugen had 2 names. Now, Wolf only told me that he went by another name, Eugen K. Didn't tell me what the K stood for, so I had to start digging. And I did find that he had another name. Now I was concerned that he was operating under an alias. And so I immediately took down the 4 videos I'd uploaded and I started digging deeper. And it's important that I took down those 4 videos because I want you guys listening to this to know that I would never knowingly present something to you that was a scam. So when I found some question marks, and I appreciated them being raised to me, I took the video down so I could look into this further. Anyway, I sent these accusations to Eugen, asking him for his input because I couldn't find why he was using a different name. And Eugen took a while to get back to me, so the videos were unlisted for nearly a week. Then when he did get back to me, I looked at his questions and I was satisfied by his answers, and I made the videos public again. So this video discusses those accusations and Eugen's answers. So let's get into it. So the first accusation was that Eugen was the CEO of a company called DIG AG and that they had committed fraud. So I asked Eugen, what position did you have in the company DIG AG? So Eugen said, we were 3 members of the board. I was one of them, but not from the beginning, was not a co-founder. The company unfortunately was closed by financial authority after 7 years of successful business operations. Against me, all accusations were deleted after 10 months of investigation because I have done my job correct. The main accusations were doing banking business without a banking license. One of 3 members of the board has done some mistakes, so that company was closed down. And again, falling foul of the banking industry. Took them 7 years to come to that conclusion, but then I asked him a simple question. Were you ever charged with fraud? He said no. And the second question, was Eugen Rosenmeyer using an alias, Eugen K? And this is how he answered. So he said yes, not an alias, but he was known by another name, Eugen Kraus. And he says it's still his born name. So when he got married in 2014, he took the name of his wife, Rosenmeyer, because it just sounds better. Now, I actually thought that was a very modern thing for him to do. And I asked him, did he have anything to do with Profit Miner or Ilias Alamici? And this is what he said. He said, Profit Miner, no, he was only invested by himself. So he was as an investor in that, but didn't have anything to do with it from a working perspective. Ilias, he said, at the beginning of our project, yes. But after his reputation got damaged, we cancelled the cooperation in October last year already. And finally, I asked him if he was a leader in Leniex, and was Leniex or crypto gold scams? And this is what he had to say. He said that Leniex, unfortunately, yes, it was a scam, but he wasn't a leader in it, he was an affiliate partner. Now, crypto gold is not a scam. I found the same thing myself. I found other people claiming it was a scam, but I know for a fact that that was actually a real business with a lot of investment, with factories, etc. And he says it still exists, as many former partners can confirm. It's just a mining MLM and still pays out. So, in summary, I just want to say that I'm grateful to Crypto Invest Wolf, and I'm grateful to any of you who can bring me evidence of any claims against any of the platforms I look at. I can only find what I find. Now, if somebody finds something else, something I haven't found, I am grateful for that, and I will deal with that information responsibly. And in this case, I took the videos down until I had satisfactory answers. Now, in terms of the answers that Eugen gave, it's up to each person to make their own assessment. Like any of the reviews I do, I present you what I find and I present my opinion. It's up to you then to make up your mind. Now, as you know, if you've been looking at any of my videos, I love transparency, I love truth, and I hate scammers. Now, personally, I like the way Eugen answered these difficult questions. He comes across, from my perspective, as open and honest, and I like that. I watched many videos of his, and from everything I've seen so far, I am excited to be investing in VCI. I like their vision, I like their openness and transparency, and I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next. Now, I have an interview scheduled for next week with Eugen, and I'll bring you that interview when it's done. And if any of you guys have any questions you'd like me to put to Eugen, just comment below in this video or email me. My details are in the description below the video. Okay guys, let me know your thoughts. Take care.